The Chinook is a breed of sled dog developed in the state of New Hampshire during the early 20th century. The Chinook is New Hampshire's official state dog. The Chinook dog has a kind and very emotional character, distinguished by nobility and poise. We can say that these dogs can live in almost any conditions, nothing is impossible for them, they will equally feel good both in hot summers and in cold winters. Chinooks are difficult to infuriate, they are almost never aggressive towards people and towards other dogs. If you are looking for the perfect companion, strong, hardy, intelligent, and obedient, the Chinook is the perfect choice. This breed really has a high intelligence and perfectly understands everything that is happening around. History of the breed. The breed was bred by Arthur Walden on the basis of the Eskimo Spitz, Husky, and St. Bernard with a rush of blood of local sled dogs-mestizo. According to other versions, the breed was also based on the blood of dogs and huskies. From among these animals, Walden used to breed dogs that showed the highest results in speed and endurance in sledding work. His goal was to create his own American breed, comparable to the Siberian Husky in speed, with a high level of endurance and speed, well adapted to local climatic conditions, and able to work effectively in a team. The breed got its name after one of the males, whose blood formed the basis for the creation of a new breed. Having mated a mongrel, large, mastiff-like male named Kim and a Greenland dog, a direct descendant of the famous Polaris, the leader of the team, Robert Peary, Arthur received 3 puppies. He named them Rikki, Tikki, and Tavi. As he grew older, Rikki began to exhibit the traits Walden was looking for. He gave him a new nickname, Chinook, in honor of the Eskimo dog, which was the leader of his team during the Yukon Gold Rush. Chinook was born in 1917, was used in dog sled racing, where he repeatedly set records in several categories. In 1927, Chinook was appointed leader of the dog team that was supposed to accompany Admiral Byrd's expedition to the South Pole. In the 1930s to 1940s, dogs of this breed were actively used as sled dogs, but by the 1950s their numbers began to decline. The American Chinook Breed Association began to preserve the population. However, the number of dogs of this breed was still decreasing. By 1965, Chinooks were entered in the Guinness Book of Records as the smallest breed at that time. By 1981, the number of Chinooks was 28. At the time of their maximum popularity there were no more than 300 Chinooks in the world, in 1966, no more than 125, in 1978 no more than 28. Their number, despite the growing popularity, remains very small. Despite its extremely small number, the breed received official recognition from canine organizations. For example, this breed was recognized by the United Kennel Club in 1991. Gradually, the number of the breed began to increase, and by 2013 there were 813 Chinooks registered. In the same year, the breed received recognition from the American Kennel Club. Since 2009, the breed has been a symbol of the state of New Hampshire. Description. When reading the descriptions of the Chinook, do not forget that this is a working dog and he was bred specifically to work in the harsh north. The physique of the dog is athletic. She has excellent flexibility. She's perfectly balanced. More like a retriever than a northern breed, Huskies or Pomeranians. Now there is no officially approved standard for Chinook. At the withers, the animal is from 53 to 68 centimeters. Application. Historically, Chinook dogs were used for sled work. In the modern world, Chinooks also retain their primary work assignment, and in those dog federations where they are recognized, Chinooks belong to the working groups of dogs. In addition, Chinooks are used in the recreational field for dog sledding, and they are also used in dog sports for towing skiers. Also, thanks to their high intelligence, Chinooks can be used in search and rescue operations, especially in the far north. Chinooks also compete in agility and obedience competitions. Character. Chinooks, like true northerners, calm, balanced, sincerely devoted to the owner. From the photo, you can understand how sedate and imposing they are. Sled dogs appreciate companionship and do well in a dogman pack. They love to communicate and feel bad when they are forced to be alone for a long time. Pets are gentle and sensitive. They love the owner very much, they are ready to go anywhere for him. With all his sociability, the owner from childhood should become an authority for him, a fair attitude to earn love and respect. It's great if you are a mobile, strong-willed person. With a Chinook you need to walk a lot, spend time together. So, he will understand that he is loved. The Chinook dog breed is very friendly. They, like Huskies, are not aggressive towards people. They don't like to bark. Therefore, not everyone will take such a dog to guard the home when it is necessary to scare off a potential robber with a voice. The dogs are brave. If someone threatens the owner, family members, and encroaches on property, the Chinook will quickly understand this and come to his defense. Pets are strong-willed, they show persistence in achieving goals. Strong and efficient. Chinooks have excellent sense of hearing. They enjoy exploring new territories or simply sniffing a familiar path on their walks. Dogs of this breed get along with other pets. They love children and enjoy playing outdoor games with them. They bring them tossed balls, sticks, rubber and plastic rings. Dog handlers use Chinooks as rescuers. Some dogs work with police officers, following the trail of intruders. Dogs mature later than many other breeds. At 2 years old, these are dog children frolicking with yours. Sanguine favorites. They are positive and fun to be around. The dog is suitable for companions, both for a lonely active person and for a family with a child and children. The main thing is that you sincerely love your dog and try to spend a lot of time with him, walking, playing, care. Ideally, when the owners are tuned into an active lifestyle. If you have such a dog, then walk with him for at least 1.5 to 2 hours a day. This is if you live in a city and in the private sector, provide him with free range in the yard. The dog is big and strong. He wants to move a lot every day. Get ready for hours or more of walking, not just walking, but also cycling. The dog will happily run 2 kilometers slowly. Give such loads only to a trained dog. Until 1 year, while the dog is growing and getting stronger, try not to overload the pet. Train in moderation. It is best when the dog will live in a private house. Make an aviary for your pet, equip it with a booth. He will rest there day and night. These dogs are not put on a chain, they are too humane, and most owners allow pets to freely enter the house, communicate with all family members. This pleases the dog and everyone at home. Make an open-air cage with a roof, visors, so that even in the rain, it is rather dry there. The Chinook has a thick undercoat. Its minimum is weekly, but it is better to comb it out more often with special brushes. Chinooks are neat dogs. When the dog becomes grimy, you can buy it. Perform the procedure only when it is warm outside. If it's cool, then the pet needs to be dried in the house with a hairdryer, otherwise, he may catch a cold. Due to the dense undercoat, the coat can take a long time to dry. Chinooks are curious and hardworking. If you work with a dog, he will remain a playful pet interested in life even in old age. Price. It is best to buy a baby in a nursery. If you take it from a private owner, then he may suffer from some hereditary diseases. Like other pets, Chinooks can get sick. Most often it will be allergy with skin disease, eye diseases with dysplasia, cryptorchidism, convulsions are possible. Therefore, it is best to buy a puppy in a kennel or from an experienced breeder who will show the hospital card of his father and mother. Since there are few dogs, buying a puppy is difficult but possible. The average price is $400 US.